Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my program. My name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mertajam. Right now, I'm staying in Kluang Johor. So, thank you for joining this program. I'm actually uploading videos of my grammar. Okay, so actually, some people have been looking for my YouTube and they actually if you look for Dr. Lee and you can't find it, probably you just type grammar, Dr. Lee grammar. I think you can find it. I think you can find me there. Okay, for newcomers. So I'm actually uploading my book. This is the second book, my second book. And this is my first, all in my channel. And this is my second book. I'm actually uploading every page, every question, every lesson of this book. Now, if you look at this book, it is written in two languages, Dui Bahasa, English and Bahasa Melayu. Okay? And the contents over here, if you look closely here, you will see that there are 40 lessons. 40 lessons altogether, and these 40 lessons is actually a very complete content for grammar. And for now, you can see that I have already come to lesson 29, and because this has 40 lessons, we have another 11 lessons to go. So if you have this book, you can turn to page 76, 77, 76, 77. Okay, and we are actually at the lesson on articles, and this is my second video on this lesson, articles, because the first video on this lesson, articles, was exercise 1 and 2, and for this video is exercise 3 and 4. There are a total of 33 questions, so it's quite difficult for me to write the whole sentence out and to conduct 4 exercises, 33 questions in one video. That is why I separate lesson 1 and 2, one video, lesson 3 and 4, another video. So it takes around, I should say a little bit more than 25 minutes or less than 25 minutes per video. So if you were to think of 4 exercises in one video, it will probably take us around 45 or around there. So it's a bit quite long. It's quite long if you are talking about one video lasting for 45 minutes. So it's too much in one go, and I really prefer to teach this much and my students know this much than to teach so much but they actually know half, or they understand half, or they could only focus on half. So it's better, because even if I were sitting in front of a computer and just watching a lesson and trying to grasp the lesson, I think 20 minutes would be good for me. 20 to 25 should be fine, just to stay fresh and focused. Okay? Now, as I told you, a and the or zero article, whereby you don't put anything. Let us talk about a and n. A means one, n means one. But n is for vowels, A, E, I, O, U. But as I told you in my first and second video, it is not about what your eyes see, but what your ears hear, what your mouth pronounces. So it's actually based on pronunciation rather than looking at A, then it is N, E is N. That is for primary school level, where their vocabulary is still quite limited. So once you come to secondary school, you are an adult or you are a university student, I would tell you that you should base your vowel usage or your consonant usage. You should base it on what you hear and what and what you pronounce and not what your eyes see. Okay, please try to remember that. So if the sound is A, E, I, O, U or vowel sound, your answer is N for 1. If it is a consonant sound, consonant means they are not A, E, I, O, U. For example, B, K, D, F, all these sounds, then your answer should be if your meaning is 1. So today, exercise 3, fill in the blanks with and or the, this one. So let me read, because as you can see, I can only write the answers and maybe 1 or 2 keywords. I can't write the whole sentence. There's simply not enough space. So Roslina is reading an interesting novel in the living room. So you can see interesting, I-E sound. So whether it is E or E sound, your answer is N. Okay, A-E-I-O-U, sound, pronunciation, based on your ears, not on your eyes. So E sound, interesting. So your answer is N. And here the living room. So in our house, whether it is the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, the dining room, the living room, you can hear me saying now, you put the, no because it's a specific place for a specific purpose. A bathroom is a special place for you to bathe. A bedroom is a special place for you to sleep. So because it is a specialized place, when I speak, of course, I'm talking about one or I'm talking about as a whole. When you write out, you should write the bedroom, the kitchen, because you are talking about one specific place for one specific purpose. Okay, so the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom. Okay, number 2, I like to look at the moon in the sky. Now you know that the moon, the sky, the stars, all these are only one. The earth or the earth, only one of a kind. So because it's only one of a kind, you should use the. Number 3, the students of SMK Batu Tiga visited the National Museum last year. So you can see that it is not students, but the students. Why? Because you are talking about SMK Batu Tiga students. So what is the difference between students and the students? Girls and the girls, boys and the boys, cats and the cats. What is the difference? When you say students, you are talking as a generally. You are talking about all the students in Malaysia or all the students in the world. So you say students. But if you say the students, you are talking about one special group of students, not all the students in the world, not all the students in the country. So here, you are talking about SMK Batu Tiga students, not the world, not our country. Therefore, you need to put the students, only for that group of students. And when you use the word national, you put the. So the National Museum, the National Park, the national language, you use the. Okay? And number 4. So you see, usually capital letters we don't put the. Capital letters like, I can't tell you that, oh, his name is the Jack. You can't say that his name is Jack. I visited Johor Bahru. I can't say I visited the Johor Bahru. No, capital letters. But for national, even for museum, we use the, although it is used in the capital letters. Okay? And this one, Pak Taha uses an axe to chop down the tree behind his house. Can you see? An axe, air sound, X, air sound, vowel sound, air, X, air, apple, air, aeroplane, 1. So you put N. Why the? Why not a? Because it is the tree behind his house. It's a special tree. It's not any tree. That tree behind his house, describing a particular tree. That is why the answer is the tree behind his house. Okay? Number 5. Mr. Ng is an engineer and he works in a big company. See? An engineer. Engineer. N. So, why N? Why not the? I want you to remember this. For occupation, you use a, N. You don't use the. So, I am a teacher. She is an accountant. He is a doctor. He is an engineer. Occupation, your work, your profession. You only use a or an. You do not use the. But here we are talking about one big company. We do not know which company, so we say a company, a big company. Okay? Number 6, there is a kitten sleeping on the floor. Now, a kitten is one kitten. This is k sound. K, l, m, n. K sound is a consonant sound. So when you talk about one, is a kitten. But this one, the floor. Remember this. Floor is uncountable, you know. It is one of a kind. In every house, every building, there is what you call the floor of that place. So for floor, we use the. We do not say a floor, 2 floors, 3 floors. We don't say that. I'm not talking about the story floor. I'm talking about the floor you are standing on. I'm not talking about the first floor, second floor, third floor. Yes, that one you can say 3 floors. But I'm talking about the floor that we are standing on. You use the floor, sweep the floor. Okay? Clean the floor, wipe the floor. Remember your the. Okay, I'm talking about that. And number 7, we saw an aeroplane flying above the trees. One aeroplane. Vowel sound. Aeroplane. An aeroplane. Arrow. An arrow. Okay? One aeroplane. But why the number 1? Because trees got S. If you have an S here, it means it's more than 1. And number 2, we put 3. The trees is because it is only logical. You cannot have one aeroplane flying over the trees in the world or all the trees in Malaysia. I told you, the trees and trees are not the same. When you put the is the special place only. When you say trees, the whole country, can you have an aeroplane flying over the whole country's trees? It's not even possible. So logically, we put the to represent that row of trees or that clump of trees. Okay, so we need to put the. And we cannot say flying over trees. Flying over trees means the whole country's trees. How is it possible? So it has to be logical as well. And number 2, because you have an S here, it means more than 1. So you cannot put a, you cannot put n, because a and n represent 1. And the last one. Kim Lan went to the Cathay Cinema to watch a movie. Why the? Cinema, you use the. Okay, we went to the cinema, the special place where you can watch something. That is why we put the. Another thing is, remember, although it is in capital letters, for cinema, whether it is Rex Cinema, Cathay Cinema, MBO, you put the in front. The MBO. The Cathay Cinema, the Rex Cinema, the Odeon Cinema. So you need to put the. But here, of course, you are watching one movie only. We also don't know which movie. Therefore, you cannot say the movie. Okay? And here, exercise 4. The ship sailed across the Indian Ocean, or the Indian Ocean if you like. Remember, cinema, museum, remember the word national important. Remember ocean, you put the. We don't care whether it is small letter or big letter. Ocean, the ocean. The sea, one of a kind. So whether it is the Indian Ocean or the Pacific Ocean, you still need to put the Atlantic Ocean. You still need to put the. So remember this, okay? Cinema, national or museum, ocean, you need to put the, although it is in big letter. Even if it is in small letter, you still put the. Okay? Number 2. They sail along the Rajang River. River, yes. Although it is the name of a river, you still need to put the. The river Nile or the Nile River, the Amazon River, the Rajang River. So remember, river, big letter, you put the. Ocean, big letter, you put the. National, big letter, you put the. Cinema, big letter, you put the. The name of the cinema, you put the. Okay? Number 3. The Crocker Range is situated in the state of Sabah. Another one is range. What is a range? A range is a row of mountains. The Crocker Range. Range, big R, yes, you must put the in front. So you see, ocean, river, range. Here, cinema, museum, or most important, I would say national. You put the national park, the national museum, the national language, Bahasa Melayu. You put the national language. And then ocean, river, range. Now, here this one. Why the? Because I'm talking about state, like me. I was born in the state of Penang. I was born in Penang. I'm staying in the state of Johor. I stay in Johor. So when I just say Johor, I say in Johor. But if I say the state of Johor, I must put the. You got it? Okay? So if you mention state, you need to put the. If you don't mention the word state, you directly say Kuala Lumpur or Selangor, then you don't put, then you just put in Selangor. If you use the word state, in the state of Selangor. So when you use state and then you put Selangor, Penang or Johor, you need to put the in front. Okay? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. You know, sun, moon, earth, sea, sky, ocean. You need to put the, because it's only one of a kind. So, the sun. And then east, west, north, south, only one such direction. You also need to put the in front. This one, number 5. Miss Rajesh is a teacher who teaches in a primary school. I told you just now. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't told you, have I? I guess I told you just now. Occupation, your job. Your job is or N. So engineer, because air sound, you say N. But teacher is the T sound. T, tree, tree. T, teacher, teacher. So occupation, you need to put or N and not the. And you can't leave it blank. You can't say that I am student. No, I am a student. It's an occupation as well. I am a teacher. I cannot say I am teacher. No. And don't say the, because there's no such thing as the for occupation. You cannot say I am the accountant. No, I am an accountant. Okay, occupation. In a primary school. Why a? Because I did not mention which primary school. Okay, because I didn't mention, I just say in a primary school, in a secondary school, in a college. So it means to say one college, in one college. I did not mention the place, I did not mention anything about describing anything about the school. So a primary school, a secondary school, a college, an institute. Okay? And Megat is a student and he is studying in a university. A student, I told you already, occupation. An engineer, a teacher, a student, occupation, and that's all. You do not say the, you do not give a zero article. Now, why is it a university? If you remember what I told you, if you are talking about primary schools, primary school students, probably the student will put an university because what he knows is very limited. They are young children. But I told you already, if you are already a secondary school student, a college student, an adult, a working adult, I told you, you need to listen to the pronunciation. You need to look, to pronounce, to understand whether it's actually a or an. Not by looking. If by looking, and university. But the fact is, I told you, you need to listen to the pronunciation. You need to pronounce the word out in order to determine whether it is an or a. So look here. This word, the pronunciation is university. U. Y. U. That means the pronunciation is from the letter Y. Y is a consonant. Y. So, y, yolk. See, for Y. So, for the sound Y. That is why it is a university and not an university. Although I have heard people saying that or writing that, it is definitely wrong. Okay? And same here, same. Uniform. The pronunciation is Y. Y is a consonant, you know, the sound Y. So because of the consonant yo yo, yo yo, Y, yo yo yo, yo yo. So same, university, uniform. You know, I have seen and I have heard, you know, and university and uniform. Well, I would like to tell you, it is wrong. You should say a university, a uniform. The last one. Rosny is eating a packet of nasi lemak and an orange. A packet, one packet. You cannot say that we don't know which packet. We only know that he's eating one. So a packet. You see the word P, pen, P, pencil. P, packet. P sound is a consonant sound. So because it is a consonant sound, and because it's only one packet, so you use a, you do not use an. Of course you don't use the, I told you we don't know which packet. Okay? And of course you know, O. The pronunciation is orange, all sound. Orange, office. All sound is a vowel sound. Because it is a vowel sound, number one. Because there's only one orange, your answer is an orange. Okay? So I hope you are clearer. I hope you understand. And I hope that you are better at doing questions or speaking or writing using articles a and the or zero article after my explanation. And you know, students have to sit for exams. Working people have to send emails. Of course, you must know how to use all these a and the correctly. Although I have seen emails, I have heard people speaking in, you know, in various kinds of places, and they use wrongly a and or the. So I hope that you will not use wrongly. You will use it correctly. You will use articles correctly. For exams, we do have questions on a and the. For your essay, we want to see whether you know how to use a and the correctly. Okay, so I hope this lesson is beneficial to you, useful to you, and has made you clearer, have a clearer picture about how to use a and the. And of course, this is the last video on articles. I will be going to lesson 30 in my next video, and it is another lesson. Okay, so if you want to buy this book, you can WhatsApp to me this book. Okay, please WhatsApp, because sometimes when I'm teaching, some people call me. It's not that I don't want to answer. It's that I cannot answer because I'm teaching. So I can't have a situation where I'm teaching in class, the phone rings and I'm there talking on the phone. Okay, so I do not answer phone calls. So what you can do is you can WhatsApp to me. So either myself or my staff will handle the WhatsApp. And if you want to learn how to speak English, go to my TikTok or Instagram. I do have videos there you can watch. Okay, so thank you once again for watching. I hope you will give me a like, share and subscribe to give me more motivation and energy. Goodbye.